Okay guys, these are the 3 patterns that are in the Zoe paper pack, and like I said, this is all I have left. These are scraps because I've been using this paper pack a lot. So you see this nice houndstooth paper, and on the other side it's got the cute sorbet polka dots, which have a little bit of stitching around them. They're kind of fun. And then you have the arrows and the multicolors here. And then these are kind of like they look to me like a quilting pattern. I know there's a name for that, but I don't know what it is right now. But they also have all of the bright colors. And then there's a green with kind of white polka dot. This is a fun pad. And then this cool gray kind of gridish paper. And with the Zoe paper pack you get 2 pieces of glacier, 2 pieces of white daisy, 1 of slate, and 1 of sorbet, but you get 2 of each of these in the paper pack. These are just the 6 designs, the 3 on the front and the 3 on the back, and then the 6 sheets of cardstock. So all of that for $9.95. That's a pretty good deal for paper and cardstock. So you've already seen quite a bit of the Zoe paper pack going on Cards and Projects. And okay guys, then this is the Nevermore collection, and this one is in its entirety. I have yet to cut it up, but I am about to do that. So that's why I thought I should share with you the 2 paper packs that I'm highlighting for the month of September. So this is what comes in your paper pack. Let's see, where's that other paper? Okay, you've got your 6 B&T papers, and then you get 6 cardstocks. So here we have 2 of the eggplant, 2 of the whisper, 1 black, and 1 of the sunset. So you get your 6 full 12 by 12 cardstocks, and then the 6 pattern papers. Now this is kind of a fun pattern. It's got a lot of stuff going on, but not necessarily just for Halloween or fall. It's kind of fun, would make a nice fun background for anything really. And then we have the coordinating side, which is the orange, purple, and gray stripes. This is what I love, and I've shared a card previously on my blog using a different company's branding strips. And by that I mean on the one side we have the brand with the name and the information, and then on the other side you have a really cool pattern that's totally different than any of the rest of these. So you could put them together and make a cool card design with just those 3. That's kind of cool. So then we have this purple paper pack, which I don't know how well you guys can see that detail of the little black dots, and I don't really want to make it blurry, but those are spiders. I hate spiders because they are taking over now that it's getting close to winter time. They're disgusting, but they are kind of cute on here. And then on the back of that, the flip side is this fun sprocket and gears pattern paper, which I think can go for a lot of things, and it pairs up nicely with the rest of the pattern paper. But especially if you have some of this paper left over after the Halloween holidays and you want to use it up, this could be nice for any kind of card or scrapbook page. So that's pretty cool. This one here has some fun little designs Again, it's probably going to be too blurry. I don't know how well you guys can see that. But those are kind of cool, and to me that would be kind of multi-purpose too, not necessarily just for fall or Halloween. And then this fun orange and black. It's got some nice distressing in the corners. It's got this fun branding strip on it. That's very pretty. And almost like a barbed wire black on the background there. So that is the Nevermore collection, which you will be seeing a lot of in the month of September, along with the Zoe papers. As I finish these up, I have more of this, but these are the biggest chunks that I had to share with you today. So now we are gonna move on and we're gonna cut into this. So let's get going. Okay guys, I had a fun little idea and I pulled out a new stamp set. This is from the Holiday Expressions catalog and it's called Pumpkin Chevron. It's got some very fun images, a nice little tag, which I have an idea for that. There's a boo and a spooky and the chevron pumpkin. There's a little candy corn, there's an icky little spider, and then there's this cute jar. And this is what I wanted to work with today, and I had a fun idea, so I'm gonna get going with that. And the kids are here in the background, and the dog is running around, so it might get noisy. So I have this little jar, it's kind of cute, and I thought it would be fun to fill it up with candy corn and then use our, where'd it go? Oh, our liquid glass. Alright, I went and found it. This is our liquid glass, and I'm going to be using this with our jar, and I'm going to stamp some candy corns. And I'm going to be masking them off, and then I'm going to do some coloring with my Copics. I haven't done that for a while, and I definitely haven't videoed that for a while, so I thought I would do that with you today. So I've already done this once and have the masks, so I'm going to peel them off and stick them on, and I just stamped these on a sticky note so that they would kind of stick to my project, but yet not be crazy. And when you're doing this, when you're masking images, you want to stamp the images that you want to be in the front of your project first. Oh, this one got bent. And because those are the ones that are really going to be seen. And with this, it's going to just be kind of crazy. But you can see with this image what I did. But I'm gonna do that with this one here too. Just keep going, and then I'll have a couple of cards worth of images stamped. And let's see, I might do one sticking over there. Yeah, like that. That looks good. Alright, so I've got them stamped, so I'm just going to color them quickly, nothing major. And I just got to thinking, I don't even remember the color order that candy corn goes on. It's been so long since I've seen candy corn. Even though it probably is out in the grocery stores, I am going back to no sugar, so I'm trying to steer clear of the candy aisle. I don't want to see it. So I don't want to see candy corn because I love that stuff. It's delicious. I just used a couple of my Copic markers to color these in. This is YR23 and YR04, and then let's see, I am gonna get my BG10. let's see if this is, yeah. A couple of my markers need to be re-inked, and I have a couple of these BG10s. I'm just adding a little bit of shadowing around this jar, just kind of to give it a glassy shadow look with the BG. Nothing fancy because it kind of blends in. So then I'm going to use our liquid glass, and I'm going to put this on here, and when it dries it shall look kind of like glassy, and I kind of wanted to make a little bit more towards the middle so that it kind of has some dimension on the card. So I'm just going to test it out. Okay, I haven't used this for a while, so it was kind of needed the ends cleaned off a little bit. So you can see as I'm applying it, it kind of has a yellowish tinge to it, but really it will dry clear. And over the years, I have done some really cool techniques with this. I know back in the day, it was kind of cool to do this and like let it set in the freezer so that it kind of froze, and then you could bend it and it would crack, and it gave a really cool cracked look to it. Remember I said I'm gonna add a little bit more. So this is gonna take quite a while to dry. In fact, I might even let it sit overnight now, and then I will finish up the card in the morning. So there we go. Okay guys, I let it sit overnight, and I'll see, hopefully you guys can kind of see that kind of a glassy look over it. It looks really cool. So I am ready to put my card together, and I decided to go with this purple paper from the Nevermore collection with the spiders on it, and I'm gonna adhere it onto some of the eggplant cardstock, and I'm gonna mat this onto some black cardstock, and then I think we need a little shimmer trim. You were just here you are. And I love this stuff because it just adds just a little bit of pop, a little bit of shimmer to your card. It's just fun, the shimmer trim. And I love that it's adhesive, so it just works perfectly. Let's go right there, and then I can fold the backs over. And then I've got a little piece of slate cardstock, and I'm going to stamp Boo on there. And I know that it's going to kind of go off a little bit, and I'm okay with that. I didn't stamp this wide enough, but I think, and I'm kind of doing it crooked. That's kind of cute. And then I'm just going to make a little dovetail there. I'm getting better at doing this just by eyeballing it. It's a little bit crooked, but that's okay. And I just want that to kind of, yeah. Oh, I'm off of that. I'm sorry. Kind of like that. So I'm going to add some adhesive to this and put it here, and then I think I'm going to use some foam tape just to pop this up a little bit. And that will be really cool. I think this is gonna look fun. This is my first Halloween card of the season, so I'm excited about that. Although I am not excited, we got up this morning after I started this last night and went to football, and it's cold, and I don't really want to be wearing my winter gear yet. So I think that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? I've got my card base here, so I'm going to adhere this to the front, and I am done with this super simple card. And I've got one more little project for you, and I will show you that. But here is today's card with this fun little jar full of candy corn. It just looks really cute with the liquid glass on there. So make sure you pick some of that up. And again, this was the Chevron Pumpkin stamp set that I worked with today, and the Nevermore collection that I'm highlighting for the month of September. Okay, you guys are kind of my guinea pigs as I test this out. But all that talk about candy corns got me thinking about some packaging for Halloween goodies. And I think instead of candy corns, I might go something like a cookie or something. Maybe there's still some sugar in cookies, but not nearly as much. So I'm just taking some inks, and these are some pigment inks that I have, and my little handy sponge dauber. I'm just I've got a little glassine bag here that I'm sponging this on, and I just thought this would be a fun technique to make a cute little bag. And then I think I don't want that to mess up there. So I'm going to cover this up now, and then I'm going to put this one over here. Oh. And I could tape these down, but I think I'm just going to wing it. And just sponge in some more ink. This is a fun way to add color to a lot of things, just sponging, blending the color, and I might even blend a little bit. I don't know. Let's see. How's that gonna look? That's not too bad. And like I said, you guys are just guinea pigs seeing this happening here. Ooh, look at those colors. That is so cool. I'm loving this. Loving it. So there is our bag. Okay. Cool. Now let's make a little topper for the top. Now if I were just going to put a cookie in there, this is what I'd do. I would bend that down, and I would probably need a little clothespin, right? Okay, let's get one of those. Okay, I'm still working with this chevron pumpkin, and like I said, I had an idea for this trick or treat. Now this stamp set coordinates with the art booking Cricut cartridge, which would cut out this and cut out the pumpkin. I don't have that cartridge, so I'm gonna wing it, and it's all gonna be okay. No problems whatsoever. We're just gonna stamp this up, make sure it's good and inked here, and then I'm just gonna use my trusty little, woo, pretty, okay, my trusty little scissors and cut this out. And I'm gonna leave a little bit of a, well, I was gonna leave a bit of an edge around there. I'm not gonna do it too crazy. Okay. I know Halloween is a long ways off, but I am planning and preparing and just sharing some of the things that are in the Holiday Expressions catalog with you. And I have this fun little clothespin. I don't even know where it came from, but it is ready to get blinged out. It wants some of our black shimmer trim. Can you guys see that? I don't know if it's too dark back here, but this thing. These are awesome. So I'm just gonna kind of guesstimate there, and then I'm gonna have to trim it up anyway because I think that my clothespin is a little bit narrower than the shimmer trim. Ooh, staticky. So, ooh, it might be just right. Shoot, I probably didn't do it long enough. Nope, I didn't. I'm gonna redo that. Let's cut it a little bit longer this time. And maybe I can use that piece of something else. Oh, that stuff is staticky. So it's just a smidgen wider than my clothespin, but really that's not gonna matter so much. I could probably trim it off if I want to, but I don't really want to, so I just want to trim that. It does look a little bit. Maybe I'll just fold it over and see. That'll work too. I could just fold it over, and then I might just trim that off a little bit more at the end, because that part looks a little funky, but super cute. Here we go. We can add that to our little glassine bag, and you've got a super simple little packaging that you could give away for the holidays. If you wanted to, you could stamp on top of here as well. I've got a few Cricut cartridges, cutouts. These are from the artistry, but I don't think that looks very good with that. I think I'm just gonna leave it like this. Very cute. Put something healthy in there. Maybe some carrots. What do you think about that? Do you think that kids would like it? We'd probably get egged, wouldn't we? Thank you guys for watching this super fun video today, and I hope that you come back for more later on. Talk to you later. Bye.